G7 foreign ministers have pledged to counter China's malign practices, including illegitimate technology transfer and economic manipulation. They have in fact urged China to cease its support for Russia in the conflict with Ukraine and have also encouraged China to adhere to global laws as well as principles. The foreign ministers of the G7 further emphasized that they will work to confront issues arising from China's non-market policies and behaviors, which have in fact a distorting impact on the worldwide economy. This is, of course, major decisions coming in from the G7 countries. But with us on the broadcast this morning to discuss more is Mr. Sanjeev Srivastava, who is an international affairs expert. Good morning, sir, and thank you for joining us on NewsX. It seems that major countries in the world are finally taking a stance against China and certain nefarious practices, including illegitimate technology transfer and economic manipulation. But that is not all. They've also urged China to see support for Russia in conflict with Ukraine and especially encouraged China to adhere to global laws and principles, particularly referring to the South China Sea as well as China's aggression in that area and also aggression along the border with India. What do you make of this major development?
Well, Pia, first of all, a very good morning to you. Good morning to all the viewers. China's behavior, whether their strategic behavior or economic behavior, has been a matter of concern because, China, through its very negative mindset and various practices, they are attempting to disrupt the rules-based order of the world. And whether it is the rules-based order of the Indo-Pacific region or elsewhere, whether it is the strategic order or the economic order, all of such orders which have been established through the UN Charter, through the various agreements between the countries after the Second World War, is being seriously challenged. And China is attempting to dominate and manipulate that order. And that is why China's behavior has been a matter of serious concern. And China's technology ambitions, also the kind of malign practices with regard to their technology transfers, etc., also has been a matter of serious concern. And China obviously is being seen as a major challenger to the responsible and democratic rules-based order. And that is why G7 foreign ministers, they have decided to deal with the China's malign practices with regard to their technology practices. And United States of America, Pia, has been restricting the advanced semiconductor technologies to China. Obviously, China has been manipulating those technologies, and there have been allegations on Chinese companies that through the use of those advanced technologies, China is doing a lot of spying activities. Espionage activities is being conducted by China, and China is attempting to do some subversive activities in the democratic countries. And our country, India, whether it is America or European countries, all of the countries have been suffering. Recently, we have seen a balloon episode, and so I mean a lot of such evidences are there, which clearly suggest that China is manipulating the various advanced technologies which have been shared to China by the Western countries, by the developed countries. So now, since China is exposing itself through its malign practices day by day, now G7 countries have come up with a greater resolve to deal with the Chinese technology practices in a firmer and a stronger way. And I think that kind of steps are very much required. China should be given a very clear message that if they attempt to do some malign practices, if they attempt to disrupt this democratic rules-based order, whether it is in Indo-Pacific region or elsewhere, that will not be accepted. And that is why G7 countries, powerful economies of the world, they are taking a harder posture. United States of America is taking harder posture. We have also, India has also banned several Chinese apps from being practiced in India. So I think such steps are very much required, and that will give a very clear, stern message to China, warning to China that China must mend its ways. Otherwise, greater actions will be taken by the international community.
Indeed, as you stated, India is already, in fact, looking at weeding out the Chinese economic tentacles. We had recently discussed earlier that the FDI inflows were at a 10-year low from China, which is a good indicator of this. And it seems that other countries are also following India's suit.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.